July, I hiked the Rockwall Trail in Kootenay National Park all by myself. I'd wanted to do this hike for a couple years now, and the year beforehand, my reservation was canceled because the snow lingered too long in the mountains. I got a reservation the following year, which is where the footage from this vlog is from. I got to do it, and that was in July 2025, and I never edited the footage. But I've decided to. So this is my experience on my longest ever solo hike on the Rockwall Trail. The first week that I opened up after winter, which was July 2025. This is a really vulnerable video. I do want to point out that I'm sharing this for myself, but also for other girls in the outdoors, in case they're ever feeling like it looks like everyone has it together and nobody has anxieties or is scared of anything in the outdoors. Well, you're soon gonna find out that's not the case. I wanted to show like the anxiety, the emotions, and then the confidence that I grew. The days that I was on the trail, it rained. It rained every single day that I was hiking. The first 2 days I did not record a lot outside because it was raining and raining and raining, and my camera broke. So although it looks sunny in the video, that's because when it was raining, I was just trying to survive, and I filmed a lot more when it was sunny, and that was later in the trip too, so I had not spoken to as many humans, and I really needed to yap. To give you a better idea or like behind the scenes of what I was thinking, because I didn't say everything, I was also journaling on this hike, so I'm gonna read some of my journal entries. I would read directly from my notebook, but it's at my other place, so my boyfriend sent me pictures of it to read for you. So let's get into it, I suppose. The left was my itinerary. Day 1, soggy. Good morning. It's Wednesday. It's 6:55 in the morning. I'm talking quietly because I'm at the Micheloid Meadows campsite and everyone else around me is asleep. And I'm about to do the Rockwall Trail solo. It's my longest ever solo hike, and I'm really excited. The part I'm most nervous about is the part I have to start with, and that is finding a ride from the Flow Lake trailhead to the Paint Pots trailhead, because I only have one car and it's a through hike, point-to-point trail. Don't know how much I'm gonna vlog because I think I have 3 batteries with me, but this is me before. Feeling, like I said, only nervous for the hitchhiking. Looks a bit cloudy, might rain today. Other than that, I'm pretty excited. So I guess it's time to go. Okay, everybody, made it to the Paint Pots trailhead. Took me about 20 minutes to hitchhike here. Not bad. And some really nice ladies picked me up. So that was great. And now it's time to start the hike, because that was the worst part. It is getting a bit rainy, but we got the raincoat. And it's time to hike. I think I have 14 kilometers today. Okay, this is me before hiking the Rockwall Trail. We're off to a great start. Today was harder than I thought it would be. Not physically, but emotionally and mentally. I thought that the hitchhiking would be the most challenging part for me, but that was not the case. I walked my ass out onto the highway, held up my cardboard sign, and stuck my thumb out. Several cars sped past me. I began to wonder how long it would truly take me to get picked up. For some reason, I thought it would be super quick and easy. Well, it kind of was. A mom and her friend and their 2 daughters from Manchester, England originally, but have been in Invermere since 2004. They were so kind. I was very grateful to have been picked up by a car full of women. Okay, hard part over, I thought, when I was dropped off at the trailhead. All right, I'm about 6.5 kilometers in. I've seen 4 piles of bear shit. A little bit concerning, but we out here. And first big stream crossing, there's a cute bridge. Hitching a ride was the only thing I was nervous about when anticipating this trip. My pack doesn't feel too heavy, my map is downloaded on my watch and phone. I'm ready to go. The first pile of bear poop doesn't concern me. It's to be expected. The second one close by starts to make me nervous, and then it doesn't stop. Onwards we go. Over my 14-ish kilometers today, I walked by 11 piles of bear poop. I almost had a mini panic at around numbers 5 and 6. I am a lot more scared of bears than I thought. I think it's mostly because I'm hiking alone. I have bear spray, but I'm still nervous. I was definitely shouting, "Hey yo," all the time in hopes that they didn't come too near me. Most of the trail so far, well, how many kilometers? I'm at 11.9 kilometers. The campground is at 14. I'm really happy because I've been walking so fast, because I've seen 9 piles of bear poop, but I also encountered 2 groups of humans, so that's great.
But most of the trail so far has been through the forest, which is like not my fave. But we're almost at camp and I'm so excited.
My nerves calmed a bit at around kilometer 10 when I encountered my first other humans, 2 parks employees. After them, there were more, a group of 5 boys.
Oh my god, this is terrifying. How the heck do I do this? Oh my god. I don't think I'm gonna take my camera. So scary.
I was more calm the rest of the way to camp, though my callouts still increased when I came across more poop piles. I really didn't think there would be so many obvious signs of bear activity, and the volume of it is crazy. It's definitely not all from today, but it's a reminder that they're out there. It wasn't great that the whole trail today was dense forest too. That made me anxious, but I don't really have a choice other than to push onwards. There are a few groups of people here at the camp, so that's a relief. It is pouring rain. I definitely got here too early. I was nervous about parking and finding a ride to the trailhead, so I got here early. But then, because I was so terrified of running into a bear, I hiked so fast. I got to camp at 1 p.m. And when you get to camp at 1 p.m. and it's pouring rain, there's not much to do. I had a mini crash out in my tent thinking, what the fuck am I doing out here by myself? I'm in over my head. I'm so scared.
This is a great look for me. I've been at camp for several hours now. Way too many hours. I got here at like 1 o'clock. It's 6:15 and the rain's finally stopped. Cross fingers. But it's been pouring rain this entire time, so I've literally been cooped up in my tent. I've been reading my Kobo and journaling about being scared of bears. A lot more people are here at the campsite now, but I wonder if they're going, like if they're on the end of the trip or they're at the start of the trip. I sort of hope they're at the start of the trip because there's more people headed that way with me, but I have a feeling there's a good amount of them on the end of the trip. Either way, I think I'm gonna try to leave camp tomorrow later in the morning so that I can cross paths with more people on the trail, because I think that'll make me more comfortable. I know I talk a lot about solo hiking on like my channels, and I've done mostly just like one nights, overnights, or day hikes solo, and I've done it in areas that I'm more familiar with. So this is really out of my comfort zone because I'm going for 5 days, 4 nights, and I haven't hiked a lot in this area. And like I said, did I say this earlier? I saw 11 piles of bear poop on my way to my campsite today, so that freaked me out a bit, and I had a little bit of a crash out. I don't know if it was a good idea. I was really scared on my hike today. I saw like 11 piles of bear poop, and I was really scared, but I made it to my campsite way too early. But my only options in the morning are to hike all the way out 15 kilometers and hitchhike back to my car, or to keep going. There are more exit parts on the trail, or I can just keep going. I think the rain isn't helping because I just can only really hang out in my tent right now. I'm feeling a bit like in over my head. And I don't know what I'm gonna do all afternoon. Just read a book, I guess. But that's okay. I'm just gonna walk to my car tomorrow, and it's just gonna take me 4 more days to walk to my car. And it's okay, because I can do hard things. And when you don't go out of your comfort zone for a really long time, getting out of it can feel really, really hard and worse than it actually is. But you feel really good about yourself when you can do those hard things. Like, I'm proud of myself for even making it to the campsite and not turning around halfway. I've set everything up. I'm here. It's cozy. I made my dinner. My camera might have gotten water in it. My viewfinder's not working. I think I might have messed up my camera. It was raining and I had it out in the rain, and now it like turns on and it will like take pictures and videos, but I can't see anything. And look, the viewfinder is all fogged up, but the battery's dry and the memory card's dry, the lens is dry, and like the connection part is dry too, but I don't know how to get all this little fog from inside. Okay, so I can see through the viewfinder, so I can still take pictures and I can vlog, but I can't look at the pictures or the vlog or connect my phone to the camera. It's 8 o'clock, which is like almost bedtime in backcountry camping time, especially when it's been raining since 1 o'clock and I've been lying in my tent. It stopped raining but I am tired. Anything that's wet from the day that I might want to wear tomorrow, I'm just putting it inside my sleeping bag, because even though it's a bit damp, my body heat is gonna warm it and dry it up. So look at this knot. Is that too much? Can you see the giant knot in my hair? Okay, well, I'll see y'all in the morning.
I feel like I haven't really stepped out of my comfort zone in a long time, so this is really overwhelming for me. I miss Ollie a lot. I wish she was with me. The only way out is through. I just have to take it one day at a time. I can do hard things. Bear poops, 11. Toads, 1. Crash outs, 0.5. Rain, too much. Day 2, squelch. Today started raining. Downpouring, rather. I remember waking up a few times at night and not hearing any rain. Imagine my disappointment when 7 a.m. arrives and the rain begins once again. I tried to delay my start on the trail, but to me, it didn't seem like the rain was going to slow down anytime soon. So I made my breakfast, apple cinnamon oatmeal with freeze-dried apples, and I packed up my soggy-ass tent. I packed it into the outside of my bag to keep my other things dry. Spoiler alert, that was not effective.
It's been raining basically my whole day, and I haven't been able to see the mountains, but the fog is finally clearing, and guys, there's blue sky over there. I'm gonna cry if there's blue sky. I'm so miserable hiking in the rain. And it said it was only gonna rain a tiny bit on like day 1 and be cloudy today on day 2. Like 10 millimeters. It's rained like 20, 30 millimeters. It's been fucking miserable. I haven't been able to see the sights. And finally it stopped raining. And there's blue sky over there. And I can finally see parts of the mountain that I've been walking. I've been walking beside this mountain for hours, and I haven't even been able to see it. Holy shit. I hope the clouds keep clearing. Unfortunately, I'm headed that way, but it seems like everything's moving onwards, so hopefully it clears, or I just hope there's no rain at camp tonight. I've been walking over snow bridges. My feet are soaked. My hands are cold, soaked. My camera, I think, is kind of fucked up. But the fog is clearing fast. I think I only have 3 more kilometers to camp, and maybe I can spend some time outside tonight instead of hiding in my tent for 6 hours. It's been a really hard day.
Today's walk was long, cold, and lonely. It was considerably more exposed than yesterday, so I was really soaked down to the bone. It was disappointing that the weather was so bad over the Rockwall Pass, because that meant close to no viz.
I'm forcing the smile, by the way. I'm miserable. These wildflowers are so pretty. The blue, the yellow. I've been seeing a lot of stuff lately, but I haven't taken out my phone because it's been so rainy. I really want to get to camp. My fingers are so cold.
It was super foggy up there, and I didn't get many great views of the ginormous snow-capped mountains I was walking among. Motivation was certainly lacking throughout the forest climb, and I didn't run into a single other hiker today. I was suffering all by myself. It was raining so hard that I was practically walking up a stream. I didn't see any bear poops today. Lots of marmot poops and pretty wildflowers. Being up in the high alpine kept my bear fear at bay, although I maintained my hey-yo call-outs as always. It helps with morale. I again arrived at camp pretty early, around 1 p.m. There were 2 groups of people here. I suppose they were waiting out the storm before continuing onwards. I was thrilled to see some sun, but it didn't last long. I really needed to stop raining for a while so that I can dry out my gear. My soggy pillow especially. I think one of the primary contributing factors to my misery thus far has been being wet. Everything is so difficult, cold, sticky, and wet when you're backpacking in bad weather. When you're with someone else, you can share that misery and motivate each other to keep going. When you're by yourself, you just have to suffer, and because you have nothing to entertain you, your mind wanders to rather unfun and anxious places.
Gotta fill up the water and go pee in between rainstorms. But it does look like, I look so silly. It does look like good weather is on the ups if we look this direction. This direction does not agree. But I think that is what's coming towards me. And I hope so, because I could really use
some sun to dry out my stuff. My stuff is so wet. My pillow is wet. I'm cold. I'm all blushkad. I just want to like sit by here and like enjoy the river. But there's still lots of day left, so hopefully the sun stays out, or maybe tomorrow morning it'll be sunny. I only have to hike 8 kilometers tomorrow. So if it's sunny in the morning, I'll probably hang out at camp a little bit longer so that my stuff can dry out. And I'm still the only one at camp. I don't know if anyone's coming to this camp today, but I seem to be the first person leaving the campsite in the morning. Maybe I should wait a little bit longer. I don't know, but it is beautiful. I'm just kind of tired of staying in my tent, but I'm cold because I'm wet. All my stuff is wet. I just got water, and because I haven't vlogged a lot today because it's been rainy, I will try to vlog when the weather is nice. So I'm going to show you the walk from the river to fill up the water up to the bear cache and pit toilet, and also my campsite. And this is we're at Tumbling Creek. I don't want to get wet in the branches. Some picnic areas. Beautiful view of the mountains over there. Blue skies, which I'm so happy about. I hope that these blue skies stay. Don't look over there. I love these wildflowers. I forget what they're called right now, but they remind me of truffula trees. They're actually super toxic. This broken sign is what takes us to the bear cache and the bathroom. Okay, just gonna leave my water here while I go to the bathroom so I can grab a snack on the way back. This is the bear cache. Plenty of room for food. Toilet's over there. It's truly like so much more enjoyable when it's not raining. Like I was crashing out earlier. You guys saw me. I was crying at blue sky. I am so tired of hiking in the rain. Everything I have is like a little bit damp. Oh my God. There's a marmot. Oh, he went in his hole. There he is. Will he pop out again? But now it's so sunny. I'm photosynthesizing. I really want to hang my stuff out to dry, but it's always like, do I hang it to dry, or is like more bad weather coming? Who knows? But I'm gonna pee. It's kind of amazing here, TBH. See guys, I don't know. It's blue sky over there, but that looks like a bit more rain. I don't think we're in the clear yet. Here's a tent pad. These will probably fill up within the next 3 hours, I think. And here's my tent. Getting some sun. Drying out, I hope. Yes. Sunshine. Living on the moonlight. Living on the boogie. There were 2 other groups in those 2 spots right up there when I got here, but they left. They literally started hiking at like 1 o'clock. I didn't know that was allowed. I thought you had to start hiking in the morning. That's just my own rule, I guess. Oh, these clouds. I don't know what to do. Look how wet my pillow is. Well, it's my boyfriend's pillow, but I'm borrowing it. Dry. Please. No. Hopefully that's not an itchy plant. Yay. There are so many marmots at this campsite. There's one crawling behind me right now. I don't want to put my hiking boots inside of my tent because I like have a little towel and I like wiped the floor of my tent because it was really dirty. And I don't want to put my hiking boots in there because then they're going to make it all dirty. But I also don't want the marmots to chew through my laces when I'm sleeping tonight. Obviously, you can tell I haven't talked to another person really a lot. So talking to my camera is what helps. I lost one eyelash.
But I guess when you've been hiking in the rain for 2 days, that's what happens. Just trying to soak up being outside of my tent when I can, because I'm spending a lot of time inside my tent because it's so wet. The only thing that's annoying about there not being rain is that the mosquitoes are out again and they're munching on my toes. It's so hard when you're cold to drink enough water too. I'm probably so dehydrated. That's why I always pack electrolytes. I had like a liquid IV before this, just because I didn't drink a lot of water when I was hiking today because it was just rainy. I didn't stop really. Like I just had like a protein Pop-Tart and then just kept walking and had food when I got here. That's like kind of the advantage of hiking really fast, is that like I don't stop on the trail really, like especially if it's raining. I just hike until I get to my campsite and that's when I relax. But I didn't see any bear poop today and I didn't have any bear fear today. So proud of myself for that one, because yesterday I was really crashing out because of the bears. And I'm not someone who generally finds himself scared of bears, but 11 piles of bear shit is a lot for a like 14-kilometer hike. I feel like 11 piles is a lot of bear shit. I don't know. I'm gonna read my book. Hopefully some more hikers come to the campground soon and I can bother them. First, let me show you how dirty my tent is. Got all these sticks and twigs. These are on the outside, but all these sticks and twigs. My hat's hanging to dry. It's really gross on the ground. This is a 2-person tent. I honestly, when I'm hiking with Ollie and we share this tent, it's really, really cramped. And for like a multi-day like this, I would definitely want a 3-person tent with him, not a 2-person. Because I don't even want to share this with anybody else when I'm on a trip like this. I need space. I really must be getting lonely that I'm like vlogging this much about literally nothing. Like, I should cut this all out. Blue skies, super blue skies. Drying everything out. Dinner time. Today's dinner is instant chana masala with instant rice, both from the dollar store. It's looking really good. And I'm using my Sea to Summit gear. They're sport. You know, I always say that I'm a sport hater, but I think that the Sea to Summit sport might have converted me into a sport lover. It's crazy how much some good food and some good weather can change your backpacking trip. I think I'm burning this. I'm spilling it. Jamboni. I'm not ready yet. This is really good, by the way. And it took me 2 minutes to assemble. And look at the incoming sun. Well, I mean sky. This is great. Life is good. I like this again. I hated this earlier. My tent set up tonight. And the view.
So today I'm feeling more confident and in a bit higher spirits, but I think that's solely on the fact that I am enjoying some sunshine and dry outside time. If it rains again, I will probably crash out, and there seems to be a large cloud approaching, which is unfortunate. It would really turn my trip around if the next 3 days are dry, like the forecast claim. Day 3, dehydrated.
Beautiful day. Trying to dry out my fly before I leave today. And my clothes. I'm having like major deja vu right now. It's kind of freaking me out. But hopefully that dries out a bit. Hopefully that stuff dries out a bit. I think I'll leave in like an hour. And my hike today is only 8 kilometers. My pillow is starting to dry, which is really great. My sleeping bag is a bit damp, but I don't really want to leave it outside.
Today had a little bit of uphill and a whole shit ton of downhill. I thought it would be a relatively easy day of hiking, but my shins are hurting a lot. The muscles on the front of my shin bone are so sore, especially when I'm going downhill. I woke up to sun today. What a treat. I hung out at camp in the morning until all of my gear was dry. I laid everything out and just let the sun do its thing. It was great to put things back in my pack all dry and not have to worry about getting other things wet. I made friends with another solo hiker at my campsite this morning. He was also drying out all his gear after a soggy hike to camp on the Tumbling Creek Trail. I think he is French. His name is Pascal, and he has a thick accent. We were following the same itinerary until the end of the trail. He left before me this morning, but I caught up with him later, asked him to take a pic of me, and carried him on my way. He arrived at camp quickly after me. I only saw a few other people today. A family with their dog arriving at Tumbling as I left, and a solo German hiker attacking the grueling ascent I was descending.
All right, it's 11 and off we go. Wow. So gorgeous. Oh damn, I look like a man right now. Here, I'll take my sunglasses because my hair is so nasty. I've lost a lot of eyelashes. It's devastating, truly. I wanted to stop. Well, I actually haven't wanted to stop and take like any pictures of myself because it's been so rainy. Now it's such a nice day. Maybe if I find a good spot, I'll set up the tripod and I'll do the whole self-timer thingy. But we'll see. My plan is kind of do that tomorrow, but tomorrow is also the hardest day of the hike. I mean, look at this. I should try to get a picture. I don't know how. This is so beautiful. Wow. Wow. So beautiful and amazing. So grateful that my body can move to let me do this. I'm so happy. This mountain is so huge. I wish my, what's it called? My screen wasn't broken so I could see what this shot looks like. I have to go all the way over there. This trail. Walking through it now. It's not fun. Hey, oh, it's so muddy. Oh, this sucks.
My feet got wet, but it was somewhat refreshing considering today was very hot and sunny. I've been trying to rehydrate, but I have a headache that doesn't seem to want to leave. It also doesn't help that I'm almost out of toilet paper, so I am peeing a lot as I try to rehydrate, but I really do not have many squares left. Not good. I only have one full day left of hiking. Tomorrow's humongo climb to Flow. It's 9.7 kilometers and something like 780 meters of gain. Pascal said the forecast says cloudy/overcast, which would probably be better than just straight sun. No matter the weather, I need to drink more water tomorrow. I even had 2 liquid IVs today. I may also just need to eat a real meal.
So it's 2 o'clock and I just got to the next campsite. I'm like, is that a bug or I don't know. And it is very, very buggy here. I'm like, of course, the one day that I get to a campsite and it's nice out, there's just so many bugs. But my legs are feeling really tired today, like the front of my shins, like the muscle there. And tomorrow is the biggest day. Tomorrow is 9.7 kilometers, but there's 780 meters of elevation gain. So that's gonna be tough, but then tomorrow's my last night. So I have 2 more nights and 1.5 days of hiking. Tomorrow's probably a big day, probably 6 hours, give or take. Today, what time is it, 2? What did I leave, like 11? Like 3 hours hiking. Tomorrow is going to be double that, and today I was already hurting, so to eat a lot more tomorrow, but I don't have a ton of food left. I have enough, but not as much as I thought I would have. But yeah, I guess for the rest of the day, I'm just going to chill, read my book, write in my journal, listen to a podcast. I'm glad my stuff is all dry, and I'm really excited to get to Flow Lake tomorrow, because that's like kind of the whole reason for this hike is like the Flow Lake views and the Rockwall views. But it was super foggy when I went and did the part of the trail that has the Rockwall, so I didn't get to see it that much. But tomorrow should be very beautiful, but it's going to be extremely painful. There's no one else at this campsite, which is like shocking to me, because whenever I was booking online, all the campsites were booked full every night, and last night the campsite was not full. The first night my campsite was full. This one isn't, but maybe people are coming over from Flow to here tonight, so they might come later on. The only other person here is my new friend Pascal, French man. Met him at last night's campsite. It was his first night, and he's also doing Flow tomorrow. We kind of hopscotched each other on the trail today. He took a picture for me. He's very nice, so at least I'm not alone completely here, because I don't really like being super like completely alone at the campsites that are like in the middle of nowhere. It's my camp for tonight. Still drying up my socks and my mitts. And I'm tripping over my tent. Let me put these down. Look at all the flies inside of my shoe. Yum. I'm sure you guys are enjoying that. So the food storage and the sleeping areas are on separate sides of the river at this campsite. So this is the sleeping area, and then over here is the food storage. You cross the river over the bridge. And I guess here are some more campsites. Trail keeps continuing that way. That's tomorrow. Sorry. And then Flow Lake is that way. I think I'm gonna put on a layer and go read my book by the river. Got my Kobo. Hey everyone, for dinner we're having buffalo chicken pasta and canned chicken. I've never had canned chicken before. I feel like it might be kind of bad, but I feel like it might add something to this because this is just pasta. So we're boiling. It's something more like buffalo chicken noodle soup, but it's good, and I'm gonna eat this up. The canned chicken is not that bad. I mean, I probably wouldn't eat it by itself, but for some quick protein in the backcountry, look at all this food. That's what we need. That's what we need to climb the mountain tomorrow. This is the kitchen area. It's really big. Bear locker 1, bear locker 2, and there's a third one. Feeling really worn out today, and I have a headache. I guess I didn't drink enough water, but I had 2 liquid IVs and like 4 or 5 liters of water now. So I think that just means it's time for me to go lie down, even though it's like 5 o'clock. Wait till it's an acceptable time to go to sleep. Because when you're hiking by yourself, it can get boring. And when you're just feeling blah, like what am I supposed to do? I don't want to go on like a micro adventure to the river. I want to cuddle up in bed and read my romance novel, which is what I'm gonna do. Forest skin.
Day 4, quick.
I'm so puffy today. I'm literally so puffed up right now. Oatmeal with strawberries. Cool. Just spilled boiling water on everything. I'm doing it again. Always disastrous. Time for my most challenging day of the trail. 9.6 kilometers and 780 meters straight up. I'm in my rain gear because the sky looks not the best, and it rained a little bit last night, so if I have to go through some bushes, I don't want to get all wet. Campsite was full last night. My buddy Pascal already headed out, so I'm not the first one on the trail, but it's time to conquer this uphill and get to Flow Lake.
Today definitely did not take as long as I thought it would. I think I left Numa at around 8 a.m. and I was setting up camp at Flow at 12 p.m.
That's the trail.
It only took me 4 hours to do 9.7 kilometers and 780 meters of gain. And I stopped so many times to pee today because I was determined to stay hydrated. Gosh, that was annoying. The Numa campsite filled up last night with noisy hooligans and barking dogs. Sigh. Perhaps I do enjoy less people at camp. This part is hella steep, but the view is gorge. Had a little bit of sunshine. Doesn't look too nice over there. There's some blue skies that way. Ooh, it's sweaty. Some people came down. They were trail running. I guess from Flow Lake to, I don't know, maybe the whole thing. That shit's crazy. Your poor joints. Oh, the sun. It was raining a bit earlier. That was not good. Beautiful views. So far, it's been not super steep. I think I saw a porcupine running through the bushes. That was cool. But this part right here, I have 219 more meters of elevation to climb, and then the rest of the hike is downhill, like the whole thing. So, just making my way up there. Sticky and sweaty, but enjoying the journey. And there's a waterfall. Let me show you. It's a little one, but little waterfall, mountains, my demise. This doesn't look that steep, okay, but the other switchback was. Just trust me on that one. That's better. So beautiful. I think I only have like 120 more meters to climb vertically, and then only like 3.5 kilometers until Flow Lake. I think it's just around that corner because I'm kind of high up, but I'm gonna get there way earlier than I thought I would. I thought the 780 meters of climb would take me a lot longer, but it was pretty gradual, except for a couple steep parts I just finished. So I guess more time to relax. Hopefully this storm cloud blows the other way and the sunshine stays.
so I don't have to hide in my tent. So gorgeous. I think Flow Lake is just around there somewhere. Quite windy as I make my way up to the highest part of the entire hike. It's beautiful up here and rocky. Alright, I think that was basically the top. And then Flow Lake is just down there. So my watch says I have another 24 meters of vert to climb, but it looks like the rest of it is just downhill to the lake. So pretty happy. The sun seems to be coming out, although it is still clouding. The top of the mountains over there. Looks like the wind is blowing it away since it is so windy. Some beautiful wildflowers, buttercups, paintbrushes, my favorite. And I'm tripping because I'm not looking where I'm going. I'm just excited to be almost at the final campsite, which is the most beautiful one. And I've worked so hard. And I don't think I've ever smelled this bad in my entire life. And I knew they come in other colors, but I've only ever seen super red ones. So we have yellow here, some more pink, some more yellow ones here. Lots of the beautiful red ones. So cool. I've never seen the different colors. Gorgeous. And the sun is coming out, and the flowers are beautiful. Lake.
But I am so done with being swarmed by mosquitoes that I cannot dare step foot outside again until morning, unless it's to pee. The uphill was not as bad as I thought it would be. Gradual at the beginning, followed by a punishing 300 meters straight up. But the views were great. The trail was super busy. I crossed paths with many trail runners and several campers headed to Numa. I packed slightly not enough snacks, unfortunately. Like, I'm not dying and I have breakfast for tomorrow, but no dessert today and no snacks or lunch tomorrow until I drive to it. Oopsies. I forgot how hungry I get on the trail.
Never seen that color paintbrush before.
I think I saw a porcupine today running through the bushes. Or a skunk. I don't know. It was quick though. Not much to report today. Beautiful wildflowers, quick climb, annoying campers, mosquito swarms, and a moose or elk poop. Definitely not a bear. Tomorrow's plan is sunrise photos, maybe a polar plunge, then race to my Jeep.
Just got to my campsite. dilemmas of hiking by yourself are that I can see like a really beautiful Instagram picture, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to take it because the LED, whatever, the screen on my camera isn't working, and it won't connect to the app on my phone, and my phone quality isn't good enough. But I'll try again later. This is crazy. The amount of mosquitoes. The mosquitoes are driving me insane. They only go away when there's a bit of wind. I have so much DEET. This campsite is very beautiful, but I'm kind of just waiting for it to be an acceptable time to eat dinner and then go to bed because these mosquitoes are driving me crazy. And I don't have any snacks left. I burnt a hole in my puffy while I was making dinner. But I feel like once you put like a patch on your puffy, that's like street cred. That's when it looks cool. It has character. And I'll remember. I'll be like, oh yeah, I burnt this hole in my puffy while I was solo hiking the Rockwall trail. We're just doing some surgery, putting the fluff back in, and good as new. Beautiful. And that actually came with my sleeping pad. I have more patches at home, but like you just don't want all the fluff to fall out. But yeah, it's not cute. Better than duct tape, but street cred, badge of honor. I made my dinner. I had my fancy ramen with beef jerky in it. Actually, very good. I'm going to make that again. Kind of wish I had brought 2 packs of ramen. The girl is a bit hungry, but off the trail tomorrow, and I'm already dreaming of like, where am I gonna stop? I'm probably gonna drive. Oh my, there's a mosquito in my tent. Not on my watch. I'm gonna take the Lake Louise route because I think it's faster. Like when I was driving here, I was gonna take that route, but then I decided to stop at McLeod Meadows to camp. So I took the Radium route, but I think that adds like 30 minutes. But Lake Louise doesn't have a lot of good food options from what I remember. I'm gonna stop at Lake Louise, and I really want a burger, but I also really want like several scoops of ice cream. I think I'll stop in Golden for ice cream. And also I'm really struggling to get like the picture that I want with Flow Lake, and nobody here at the campsite is in the friendly mood. They're in the mood to make lots of noise, talking to each other, like within groups, but no one is very chit-chatty. I'm going to wake up for sunrise. Really, fingers crossed. I can't cross these fingers. Fingers crossed there's a good sunrise because I've seen pictures of the sun on the mountain behind Flow Lake, and I think that will be really beautiful. I would love to take some photos of that, and then maybe then I can go take my picture before everyone's, and then the sun will be up. I will be packed up and I'll be running down to my car. It's 10 kilometers, but it's all downhill, and it should take me 2 or 3 hours. 3, 6, 9, maybe 3 hours, but it's downhill. And then I'll be at my car and I can go get food and I can have a shower because I smell so bad and I have so much oily mosquito shit on me. I don't think I'm going back outside tonight because the mosquitoes are crazy. Everyone was like, oh, black flies, black flies. The mosquitoes are swarming. It's like we're in northern BC. So I'm gonna read my book and write in my journal and go sleepies. Morning. I'm trying to get some sunrise pics. It's kind of cloudy, but I'm hoping the sun will peek up the clouds. But the mosquitoes are crazy. Fighting with the mosquitoes is paying off because look at the top of the mountain. The sun is coming. It's gonna be so gorgeous. I'm freaking out. I was just like, is it even gonna be worth it? But seeing the sun just on the tip of the mountain like that, I'm gonna try and take a self-portrait, but I have basically like no viewfinder on my camera. So We'll see how that goes. Waiting on the sun. Waiting for all these clouds to move out of the way so we can get more of this, but everywhere. That's the hopes, at least. We're out here, we're waiting. I'm not gonna give photographers enough credit for how much time they spend just waiting for perfect light. And it's gonna have to be quick because the breaks in the clouds are pretty small. It's the Last Supper. I mean, breakfast. I don't even know what you guys can see because my screen is broken. Really frustrating. I hope I can get it fixed. Ow. Anyways. Oh, I'm gonna get the glowy mountains. I also need to do this hike again one day when the weather isn't really bad the whole time. I've had such bad weather. The mosquitoes are crazy. Making breakfast. This would be so much better if I could see what I was filming. Okay. Off I go. Time to hike 10 kilometers down to my car. Let's go. Okay, of course it's raining again. The trail is slippery and it was very steep beforehand. And my hiking boots are now 4 years old. So I've fallen 3 times, 4 times down the mountain. So maybe it's a sign I need new hiking boots. That's the next season problem. This would not be enjoyable to walk up. I don't know why you would ever do this hike from Flow Lake going the other way. Because the other campsites don't have like as spectacular views. And I'm just walking through the bush, getting soaked. All I can think about is a burger and some ice cream right now. I still have 7 kilometers through this bush to go. I'm not enjoying it. My legs are tired. I keep falling. It's wet, it's muddy, and I'm hungry. But the view behind me is kind of nice. Ah! And I think I'm about to cross another fucking river. I haven't crossed enough rivers, apparently, or streams, but this one sounds kind of more like a river. I hope there's a bridge. Oh. Wow, look at my beautiful bridge. I definitely cannot film this. I will fall in. Almost there, guys. That's the highway. I'm so close. Like I have 3.4 kilometers left. I can practically taste the ice cream that I'm gonna eat once I locate some. It has to be the hard scoop or like a giant sundae. Hopefully Lake Louise has one of those two things. I will not settle for a gas station freezer ice cream right now. Oh my God, my back hurts so bad today. Curse my tight traps. There's been so many trail runners up the trail today. Humongo quads. Very impressive. Oh my God. My watch died, so my Strava is going to be like 2 or 3 kilometers short. This is devastating, but I'm like 20 minutes from my car now. Half a kilometer, 500 meters. Oh my God. I did it. And this is me after the whole Rockwall trail. Whew. I did it. Now I'm going to Lake Louise and I'm finding myself some ice cream. And I apologize to everybody who has to smell me on my journey to get this ice cream, because I smell bad. I did it. I'm happy now.